Hello everyone and welcome to EWA Monday Madness. And we are just about 2 weeks away from the biggest show of the year. Final judgment as Reika Hoshino comes charging out of the gate with a Hurricane Rana. As she's in there with Banshee Suzuki, who reverses and takes to the sky with a moonsault. And these two bringing out the heavy artillery early as Banshee drives her face first into the canvas. Oh, but Reika with a head scissors takedown follows it up with a standing shooting star press. And this action, we've gone from 0 to 60 right immediately here off the opening bell. Reika now putting the boots to Banshee. Here she goes. Handspring into the head scissors. Around the world she goes and takes her over. Oh, but Banshee caught her with a drop toe hold there as she was trying to follow up. And now repeatedly driving the elbow into the inside of the knee of the Starlight Crusher. Banshee, gets kicked away. Reika, few kicks, follows it up with a snapmare and then elbow to the top of the head. Reika to the top rope she goes, waiting for Banshee to get to her feet. Missile drop kick, but Banshee able to avoid. Banshee gets tripped down by Reika. Now Reika grabs onto the head. Oh, look at that. Rapid fire rights to the side of the head. Oh, look at this. Grabs her in a waistlock, rolls her over. Picks her up into the takedown. And a second one. Banshee trying to recover. Oh, look at that. Cartwheel elbow takes her right back down to the canvas. And now Banshee pulling herself up in the corner. Thought Reika was going to charge in. She changed her mind. And Banshee firing away and then takes her down with a bicycle kick. She goes for the cover. She gets two. But Reika kicks out at two. We saw Banshee Suzuki show up last week in the middle of the match between Meow and Maria Queen with a chair behind the referee's back to Mimi. But now she's got her hands full here with Reika Hoshino, but Banshee to the top again, wait for another moonsault, but came up short. And Reika with a straight jacket release German suplex. Reika now picks her back up. Off the rope she goes. Sliding clothesline. Middle rope. Springboard splash. She gets only one though with the cover as Banshee kicks out. Reika now looking to follow up on the advantage. Wraps up the legs here. Oh, look at this. Strumming away like she's playing a six string. She charges in. Oh, takes her down with a big double foot stomp. Reika now goes into the cover. She hooks the leg. She gets one. She gets two. But Banshee able to kick out before the three. Reika now out to the apron. Goes for the springboard frog splash. But Banshee rolled out of the way. Banshee now setting her up off the Irish whip. Reika blocking whatever she's going for here. Oh, takes her with a drop kick to the knee. Grabs her by the head. Oh, hooks her up. She goes for the cover. She gets two. Oh, a kick out. It was like a sit out reverse Falcon Arrow. Reika now. Oh, she gets the foot caught on the kick attempt. Banshee takes her down. Couple of right hands. Headbutt and down goes Reika. Banshee now. Oh, gets blocked there. Reika again. Off the handspring. Takes her around with the head scissors takedown. Off the ropes goes Reika. Oh, she was going for a neck breaker, but Banshee was able to avoid. Grabs her by the head. Falling reverse DDT. Banshee now gets countered by Reika. Oh, she goes around. Look at that. Tilt-a-whirl. Head scissors into an arm breaker. She's got that Fujiwara armbar, but Banshee able to toss her away. Reika, though, Elbows to the midsection, breaks free of the grip. Sends her off in the Irish whip. Hurricane Rana takeover. Reika immediately going to follow up. Banshee blocks, delivers a forearm, hooks her up, high into the air. But Reika able to counter, land on her feet, and then again around and takes her over with a head scissors. Reika to the outside. She's going up top. Could she be looking for it here? Starlight Crush connects the 450 elbow. Should be all she wrote. 2, 3, she got her. Let's go to the replay here as Banshee early on taking to the skies with the Acai moonsault, but Reika would go to the handspring and then swing her around into the head scissors takeover. Banshee would able to right the ship though, as she attempted a pinfall attempt here. But watch this, Reika Hurricane Rana takes her down, and then off the middle rope with that springboard twisting splash. And then Reika, watch this, high up into the air with the double stomp. She'd go for the cover, but Banshee would just be able to get the kick out. And then here, check this out, hoists her up, almost an inverted Falcon Arrow with a sit out. Banshee would kick out, and then one more time, Reika spinning around the world and with that head scissors off the handspring. And then here, Starlight Crush delivers the 450 elbow, gets the 2, and she gets the 3. Reika Hoshino, Starlight Crusher, with an impressive win in a high-impact match with Banshee Suzuki to get us rolling this week on Monday Madness. We're set for our next match here on Monday Madness as it's dashing Aidan Flynn taking on JT Wolfe. Both men meet in the center of the ring and lock up, collar and elbow. Wolfe gets the advantage as he applies a standing wrist lock. Full arm dragon twist by Wolfe and keeps that wrist lock applied. Flynn able to get out of it and turn it into a standing top wrist lock. And look at Flynn exerting an advantage over the bigger Wolfe. And Flynn trips Wolfe down to the mat. Out to the apron he goes. Could be looking to fly early here. Flynn, springboard, crossbody. But he got shrugged off by JT Wolfe. There's that over 100-pound advantage coming into play there. And now they're jockeying for position again, but Flynn backing Wolfe up to the ropes here. Referee looking for a break, and he gets it. One more time. Two men are tied up here. And now it's Wolfe exerting his strength, backing Flynn up into the corner. Referee trying to get between them. Oh, but Flynn with a cheap shot kick to the midsection. Again going for the springboard, but again not successful. Wolfe now sends Flynn over the top rope out to the apron. Now both men out on the apron here. Wolfe picks him up, back suplex down on the ring apron. Oh, then just rakes his nails across the back of Flynn, but Flynn caught him with the right hand. Sleeper slam on the floor. Flynn, going to the top rope. Looking to fly again. Wolfe back into the ring. Crossbody, but Wolfe just walked away as he crashed and burned. Wolfe now hooks under the arms, sends him over with a belly to belly. But Flynn catches him with a kick to the head. And again, springboard. This time he hooks onto the head and drops him with a DDT. Flynn now goes for the cover. He gets 2, but Wolfe kicks out at 2. You can tell Flynn, I think, knows he's going to have to rely on his speed in the aerial game as he goes for a splash, but Wolfe moves out of the way. Wolfe charges in with a clothesline, but Flynn ducks it. But Wolfe catches him with a back elbow to the face. Kick to the midsection. Double underhook here. Oh, but Flynn counters it and arm drags him. Oh, but Wolfe catches him immediately after with a European uppercut. But Flynn again with a kick from the canvas. Wolfe sends him off the ropes. Drops toe hold. Blocked, though, by Flynn. Couple of rights. But Wolfe kicks him back away. And now Flynn down in the corner. Wolfe charges across the ring, but Flynn caught him with a boot coming in. Wolfe, though, with a couple of rights and a left. Kick to the midsection. Hoists him up into the fireman's carry, but Flynn drops behind him, holds onto the head and down into a falling reverse DDT. Flynn now goes for the cover. He gets 2, but Wolfe kicks out at 2. Both men now outside to the floor as Wolfe trying to shake the cobwebs free here. He grabs onto Flynn and slams him on the ring apron. Jumping knee on the floor by Wolfe. But Flynn again catching with a kick. Oh, wheelbarrows him over and then double foot stomp by Aidan Flynn. He picks Wolfe back up. Sends him into the ring. He's going to go to the top rope. We could be looking at the scene stealer here, perhaps. No, Flynn. Crossbody takes him down. And now he's going to go right back up top. This could be the scene stealer. Oh, I think we're going to see it. There it is. And he connects. Flynn goes for the cover. He might have him here. 2, 3, he got him! Let's go to the replay! And early on, Flynn trying to keep Wolfe off balance, but then Wolfe would finally get a hold of him and check this out. Up and down with the back suplex on the apron. But Flynn would drop Wolfe with that sleeper slam, get him back into the ring. But Wolfe would kick out there. Flynn, though, relentless, trying to go for pinfalls, making Wolfe expend as much energy as possible. And then check this out on the floor. Flynn with the wheelbarrow takeover into the double foot stomp. And then back into the ring. Here it comes. The scene stealer connects. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg, and gets the 3 count. Dashing Aidan Flynn, picking up what would probably be considered an upset win over JT Wolfe here on Monday Madness. Our next match is in the ring, ready to go, as we've got Varick taking on the man who will challenge for the EWA Interstate Championship. At Final Judgment, Johnny Passion, who goes to the top rope for a moonsault early, but Varick gets out of the way, and the big man takes him over with a crucifix into a pin. But Johnny able to kick out at 1. Varick has been on a bit of a roll himself lately. And he's going to be looking to derail the path of Johnny Passion to Final Judgment. But Johnny firing back here. Grabs onto a head. Eye of the Hurricane takes him down. But Varick with a kick. Catches him right in the head. And then picks him up and down with a spine buster. Varick now working over the leg of Johnny Passion. Sets him up and goes off the ropes. Looking for a jumping neck snap, but Johnny able to get out of the way. And now Johnny, springboard front kick, takes him down. But Varick quickly back to his feet. Takes him in with a small package. But Johnny kicks out. Varick, though, follows it up immediately with a jumping elbow drop. Oh, but Johnny, this time he catches him with a kick and then a clothesline. Back the other way for a second one. Into the corner. Leaping clothesline by Johnny. Off the ropes he goes. Ducks the clothesline. And another leaping lariat there by Johnny Passion as he kips back up to his feet. Johnny now, goes for the calf kick, but Varick able to avoid. And then sends him off on the Irish whip. Leapfrog by the 400-plus pounder. Drops down. Hoists him up. Pop-up power slam by Varick. That stopped the momentum of Johnny Passion cold. And a standing moonsault by Varick. Always impressive, the agility of the 400-plus pounder. Johnny now in trouble here. Varick scoops him up onto the shoulders, carries him over towards the corner, drops him face first on the top turnbuckle with snake eyes. And big knee lift. Johnny now crawling to the corner, trying to recover. Varick taking a lot of time to taking the handiwork, but Johnny with a kick catches him as he charges in. Johnny now snapmares him out of the corner. Follows it up with a basement dropkick to the back of the head. Johnny now, what's he got in mind? Big left, kicks. Varick avoids the other one though, but Johnny keeps the pressure going. Oh, full arm dragon twist into this top wrist lock, but Varick counters with a couple of punches to the midsection to get free. Varick now hoists him up onto the shoulders, to the center of the ring, and down into a gutbuster. Oh, Johnny went for another kick there, but Varick caught him. Sends him off the ropes. Leapfrogs over. And again, pop-up power slam takes him down. Varick now deadlifts him up onto the shoulders. Could be looking for another power slam, and he does. Varick hooks the leg. He gets two, but Johnny able to kick out at two. You gotta wonder if Johnny is looking forward to Final Judgment too much and worrying about Blade Bishop, but Johnny avoids the kick. Super kick, but Varick sidesteps. He brings Johnny over to the ropes now. Catches him with a right, and now look at this. Just choking him over that top rope. Varick sends him into the corner, but Johnny catches him with an elbow and then takes him down with a cutter. Johnny to the outs. No! Acai moonsault. He gets it. He hooks the leg. One. Oh, but only one as Varick kicks out. Johnny now takes him over with a Hurricane Rana. Johnny quickly goes into the cover again. 1, 2, and Varick gets out at 2. Johnny going to the top rope, might be thinking diving splash here. Oh, he is, but the pool was empty. Varick now. Kick to the midsection. Double underhook, brainbuster, and down goes Johnny. He hooks the leg. 1, 2. No! Johnny just kicked out in the nick of time, and look at Vince Varick. He can't believe it. Varick now goes right back into the cover, hooks the leg. He's got his feet on the middle ropes. I don't know if the referee sees it. He didn't, and he got the 3. Not like this. You gotta be kidding me. As we go to the replay, Johnny with that springboard kick, and then runs him over with a clothesline back the other way with a second. Jumping clothesline in the corner. Full head of steam by Johnny, ducks underneath. Hits the jumping clothesline there. But Varick, with a series of power slams, would go for the cover, but Johnny would kick out. And then here, Johnny takes him over with a Hurricane Rana into the cover, but Varick would just get the shoulder up before the 3. And then here, check it out, Varick, double underhook high into the air with the brainbuster. He'd go for the pin, and Johnny would just kick out before the 3, but then Varick right back into the cover. Look at the legs, the feet draped over the rope. Referee focused on the shoulders, didn't see it, and he got the 3. By hook or by crook, Vince Varick picking up a win over the Interstate Championship #1 contender here on Madness. Here we go with our next match. It's the Manic Missile taking on Lily Sweet. Bell sounds and this one's underway. Both women here exchanging some blows early on. Lily, a couple reverse knife edges. Oh, takes her over with a waistlock suplex. Oh, but the Missile caught her with a kick. Follows it up here, goes behind. German suplex. The missile now out to the apron she goes. Lily trying to get to her feet here. And a springboard dropkick takes her right back down to the mat. Missile with a big boot to the ribs there. We saw Lily score, but I guess some might consider an upset win last week over the pencil pusher, who's slated to challenge for the EWA World Women's Championship, coming up at Final Judgment. Lily hoping to ride that momentum into another win here, but the Manic Missile is taking it to her early as she hits that drop kick right between the shoulder blades. Some forearms there, finding the mark, but Lily now firing back. Sends her off on the Irish whip. Scoops her up, but the missile slips behind. Kick to the back of the knee. And then takes her over with a Hurricane Rana. To the outside. Lily goes. Oh, missile came off the top with a drop kick, but Lily saw it coming, was able to get onto the apron to avoid it. But back in the ring, the missile catches her with a float over DDT. Drags her away from the ropes now. She goes for the cover. She hooks the outside leg. She gets two. Oh, but Lily kicks out at two. Can see a little bit of frustration there on the part of the Manic Missile. Lily, though, firing elbows into the midsection, trying to break free, and she does. Follows it up with a running drop kick. Stomping on the hand. And now Lily gets, caught with a punch right to the midsection. Missile, Irish whip into the buckle. But Lily caught her with an elbow on the way in. Takes her down with a drop toe hold. And then locks into the STF. But the Missile able to break the grip and now firing those elbows into the face of Lily Sweet to break the hold. Sends her off on the Irish whip. Oh, takes her up and around and down into the cutter. She goes for the cover. She gets two. And no, Lily kicks out just before the three. Missile thought she had the win there. Double axe handle to the top of the head. And now the Missile. What she got in mind here, kick to the midsection. Cinches her up. Picks her up onto the shoulders. And down with a powerbomb right in the middle of the ring. Missile now going up top. Diving splash, but Lily moves out of the way. She hits her with a drop kick. But the Missile able to kick her away. Create a little bit of separation here. Lily, though, catches her with a kick to the midsection. Clotheslines her down. Comes back with a second. Takes her down with a calf kick. Lily now goes for the coverage. She's got the leg hooked. She gets one. She gets two. But the Manic Missile kicks out at two. Lily now grabs onto the arm. Look at this. Oh, connects with that arm breaker. The Missile rolls out to the floor. Lily goes after her. A little bit of cat and mouse game here. Now finally both women back into the ring. Lily catches her from behind, sends her off on the Irish whip. Another calf kick takes her down. The Missile crawling to the corner. Lily from across the way. Oh, double knees to the face. And now Lily goes to the corner. They thought she might be thinking sweet knee, but changes her mind. And then takes her over with a jumping neck snap. Lily now setting her up here. Oh, went for that twisting double knee jawbreaker that she used to finish off Pencil Pusher last week, but the Missile was able to avoid it. And now look at this. Double underhook. Has her high into the air and turns it into a backbreaker. The Missile now picks Lily up. Brings her over towards the corner. Slams her face first into the top turnbuckle. Scoop and a slam by the Manic Missile. And now up to the top rope she goes. Uh-oh. She could be ready to launch here. And there's the Missile launch. Takes her down. She goes for the cover and hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Let's go to the replay here. Is early on, Manic missile with the springboard drop kick. And then here, watch this, float over and spikes her with a DDT. She'd go for the cover, but Lily would manage to kick out. And then here, off of the Irish whip, up and around, down into that cutter, that twisting cutter. But Lily would manage to kick out again. But then Lily would counter with a clothesline, a second clothesline, and then a calf kick, taking the Manic missile down. But she was not out for sure as she managed to get the kick out here. And then Lily here charges in, double knees to the face. But then watch this, the Manic missile double underhook holds her up and then twists her into a backbreaker. And then sets her up here, big scoop slam. And then she would ascend to the top turnbuckle and the missile launch connects, that diving headbutt. And hooks the leg and secures the win. The Manic missile heading to the pay window to cash her ticket with a victory over Lily Sweet this week on Madness. All right, here we go. We've got Pyro taking on Greybeard, McSexypants, Damian Achilles out here in the corner of Pyro. Greybeard comes right out of the chute with a running boot to the face, but Pyro able to turn the tide here, has him up onto the shoulders. Samoan drop takes him down. We saw these two in the ring last week as part of a tag team match. It was Pyro and Damian Achilles taking on Greybeard and SPM, and another Samoan drop by Pyro. Achilles recruiting Pyro to help him as the tensions have mounted over the last several weeks between he and Greybeard. And they're on a collision course to meet at Final Judgment. But now Achilles looks like he's enlisted Pyro to help do the dirty work, maybe soften Greybeard up a bit more. Greybeard reverses here, now goes into a rear waistlock of his own. Pyro trying to find a way free. He does. He snapmares Greybeard down. Rear chin lock applied. And now look at this. Achilles up on the apron, and he just took off the top turnbuckle pad. I don't know if the referee noticed it. He's focused on the action here as Pyro has that armbar. Greybeard, though, fights his way free. And now both men locked up again here. Greybeard backing Pyro up against the ropes. Referee trying to get in between. And Greybeard takes advantage with a kick to the midsection. Pyro blocks the right, delivers one of his own. And one more time. These two behemoths jockeying for position, and Greybeard goes into that standing side headlock. Pyro sends him off the ropes. Back elbow takes him down. And now the referee finally realizing that top turnbuckle pad had been removed. But Greybeard able to escape here. Trips Pyro down. Oh, Pyro hit the mist. The referee didn't see it. He goes for the cover. 1, 2. And Greybeard kicks out at 2. Boot to the midsection by Pyro. Double axe handle between the shoulder blades. Greybeard back up to his feet. Sends Pyro off the ropes and sends him through the air with a back body drop. Oh, but Pyro catches him with and again Achilles is up on the ropes as Pyro takes him down with a clothesline. One more time, he's removed that top turnbuckle pad. And now Pyro scaling the turnbuckle. Up to the top rope he goes. Greybeard trying to get to his feet. Pyro double axe handle, but Greybeard caught him on the way down. Takes him down with a drop kick. Greybeard now looking to follow up. Grabs onto the leg. Oh, and he locks him in the STF. But Pyro able to break free. Couple of elbows to the bridge of the nose. Pyro now is going to send him off on the Irish whip. He drops down back one more time, pops him up into a Samoan drop. The referee again trying to fix the handiwork of Damian Achilles, but Greybeard catches with a boot. And now Pyro, blatant chokehold there, and then headbutts him down to the mat, and Achilles just threw a kendo stick into the ring. Greybeard with a clothesline takes him down. The referee trying to get rid of the weaponry. And now Greybeard grabs him by the throat, sets him up, choke slam. He hit him with Pyro's own move, but Pyro reverses the Irish. Wait a second, Achilles from the outside grabs onto the leg, and that allows Pyro to ambush him from behind with that rabbit lariat. Pyro now boot to the back. Greybeard down on the mat. And again, the miss, but Greybeard blocked the eyes this time. Grabs onto the arm. Lamahi straw cradle. 1. Oh, but Pyro kicks out at 1. Greybeard now throwing those haymakers. Takes Pyro down. Setting him up here. Greybeard grabs him by the throat again. Hoists him up into the military press. Down into the last rights. Greybeard goes for the cover. He may have him here. 1, 2, 3. He got him. Let's check out the replay here as Greybeard picks him up into the military press, down into the last rights, and that was enough to put Pyro down for the 3. Greybeard McSexypants picks up revenge on Cy Pyro and sticks it to Damian Achilles in the process with a big win here on Monday Madness. It's time for our main event this week on Monday Madness, and we have Trey Starr of Too Large taking on Kid Dynamic of Rock and Rumble, and Kid Dynamic comes in with a flying forearm, but Starr able to catch him with a kick to the midsection. Starr now takes him over with a version of a twisting neckbreaker. Starr now caught Kid as he went for some kind of a rolling move there, and now they're locked up, and these two men representing their respective teams that will meet in about 2 weeks at Final Judgment for the EWA World Tag Team Championships. And this all started a couple of weeks ago as they took part in a 6-man tag team match where Mount Monadnock was caught in the ring as the illegal man. And now, after that disqualification loss, Too Large claiming to everyone that they had a win over the tag champs, and then just last week on Monday Madness, Rock and Rumble were heading to the ring for their match against Neon Hearts, and Too Large ambushed them from behind. Kid now go to the outside. Oh, springboard frog splash, but no one's home, and Starr with an acai moonsault. What's Dax Winters doing? He just took that top turnbuckle pad. It's a theme tonight. Starr into the cover, but Kid kicks out at 1. After Madness went off the air last week, Rock and Rumble went to EWA officials and demanded to get a shot at Too Large at Final Judgment, going so far as to say that they would put the tag team titles on the line just to get their hands on them, and that match has been made official. Kid Dynamic now gets shot off by Trey Starr. He leapfrogs over, and a back elbow takes Kid down. Kid, though, catches him with a drop kick. Now both men out to the floor. Kid, series of punches there, follows it up with a forearm, and down goes Starr. Kid now, oh, look at this, just wailing away on the knee of Trey Starr. Really working over that leg. Oh, but Trey avoids the stomp there, hits another kick. And now sends Kid Dynamic back into the ring. Starr now follows him in. Big right hand rocks Kid. Starr picks him up. Back suplex takes him down. And Dax Winters just tossed a kendo stick in the ring. What's he following the Damian Achilles playbook? The referee removes it. And an acai moonsault. Now Starr sends Kid off the ropes. Duck the clothesline. Double clothesline. Both men go down. Wait, Mount Monadnock's up on the apron. And what's he pointing at? Oh, and now he and Dax Winters are in the ring face to face. They're not involved in this match. And the referee just threw Dax Winters out of here. And wait a second. And now Mount Monadnock's been ejected from ringside as well. And now it's just down to Trey Starr and Kid Dynamic, the two legal men. Oh, both men thinking kicks there. Starr sends him off the ropes. Super kick takes him down. He hooks the leg. 1, 2, and Kid gets the left shoulder up before the 3. Kid now pulling himself up in the corner. Starr charges in. Oh, Kid caught him on the way in. Oh, not sure what Kid was thinking there. I think he mistimed that springboard. Trey now has him in the corner, slams him face first into that top turnbuckle pad. Starr now goes across the ring. Taking his sweet time here, charges in, hits the back elbow. Kid now up to his feet. Oh, wheelbarrows up and into a stunner. Kid now grabs on to the leg. Pulls him away from the ropes. And Starr now drops into a jawbreaker, but Kid blocks the punch. Kick to the midsection, off the ropes, rebounds into a front kick, and down goes Starr, but he kips back up to his feet and takes Kid over with a Hurricane Rana. Starr now to the top again, connects with another moonsault. He hooks the leg on the cover. 1, 2, no, Kid Dynamic kicks out again. Starr now setting him up here. Hooks him up. Teardrop suplex. He hooks the leg. 1, 2. No! Kid got the right shoulder up one more time. Starr can't believe it. What's he going to have to do to put one half of the tag champions down? Oh, leaping DDT. And now Starr going to go outside. Up to the high rent district he goes. Diving elbow, but Kid rolls out of the way. Dynamic now latches onto the arm here with that arm bar and then wrenches it down to the mat. Kid Dynamic now, second turnbuckle on the inside, winding up here, drives the forearm into the face. He hooks the leg. 1, 2, no, Starr kicks out at 2. Kid now, what's he thinking here? Oh, he's getting warmed up. Into the 450 splash from a standing position. He hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, Starr kicks out, and look at the look on Kid Dynamic's face. He is beside himself with disbelief. He goes right back in though, drives that elbow into the knee. Kid now measuring Trey. Swings in with that twisting kick. And now Kid looking to immediately follow up. What's he got in mind here? Irish whip sends him in. Super kick sends him down. Dynamic setting up Trey here. Has him up on a knee. Off the ropes he goes. Oh, but Starr pops up and catches him with a clothesline. Rolls him up into a schoolboy. But Kid too close to the ropes, able to grab on. Trey Starr now follows it up with a knee to the back. And now look at this. Oh, goes into the rings. But Kid able to roll over to alleviate the pressure. And now wheelbarrow blocked by Starr and drives the knee into the face. Starr now up to the middle rope. What's he got in mind here? Dives off. Hurricane Rana takes Kid over. Starr now picks him right back up. Gonna send him off on the Irish whip. He drops down. Super kick. Connects to the jaw. Goes for the cover. He gets 2. And no, Kid Dynamic kicks out again. What's it going to take for one of these guys to finally score a win here? Kid, big right clubbing blow to the back by Starr. Knee to the face. Oh, short DDT spikes him down to the mat. Kid trying desperately to pull himself back up to his feet. Starr now. Oh, catches an elbow by Kid. Kid takes him down. He's got the crossface locked in. Can Starr escape? Oh, he's able to swing him over and then caught him with a kick to the midsection. Big right hand. Look out. Teardrop suplex again. Down he goes. Starr trying to pull him away from the ropes where he might be able to go for a pin attempt. There it is. He hooks the outside leg. 1, 2, 3. He got him. Let's go back to the replay here. As we saw, this was already after both Dax Winners and Mount Monadnock were ejected from ringside. And then here, watch Kid Dynamic wheelbarrow up and then down into that stunner. But then Trey to the top rope with a big moonsault. Hooks the leg, but Kid would kick out. And then Starr, watch this. Hooks him up. Teardrop suplexes him over. Goes for the pin. But Kid Dynamic would just get that right shoulder off the mat. And then it was just a series of near falls here. Neither man able to put the other away, but watch this. Kid Dynamic getting the springs loaded here. And then standing 450 splash. Thought for sure he had him here. But Starr would somehow be able to kick out. And then check it out, another super kick, flooring Kid Dynamic. Thought he would have knocked him out with that one, but again, Kid kicks out. But then Starr here would hook him up one more time into that teardrop suplex. And then get him away from the ropes. And finally, bring this match to a close. Too hot to handle Trey Starr. Picking up a win over one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Momentum in the corner of Too Large. But that's all the time we've got on Madness. We'll see you on Thursday.